Hi, I'm Hannah Jones and welcome to this week's Masts Casts. It is the 21st of August, which means the deadline to submit an abstract to speak at the Masts Annual Science Meeting has now closed. However, if you want to submit an e-poster, you still have time. The deadline for that is the 31st of August, and information can be found on our website, including the template that you need to use to submit that abstract. In this week's Masts Cast, I chat to Professor Sheila Heymans from the European Marine Board about their third Thursday webinar series, and a quick shout out about the Masts webinar that happened this week. It took a slightly different format to normal in that it was a more conversational piece between the panellists who were featuring. These were Nick Bibby from the Scottish Policy and Research Exchange Unit, Dr Janelle Breathwaite from Marine Scotland, where she is a Senior Policy Officer, and also Dr Mark James, who is our own Operations Director as well within Masts. If you would like to listen to this webinar, then please check out the link that is below this video. It contains loads of anecdotal stories, perspectives from our panellists, and was a really engaging webinar. So if you're interested, please check out the link that is below this video for that recording. Next week is our last webinar of 2020. It is with Dr Carlos Loureiro from the University of Stirling, and his talk is titled Stormy Seas on Sandy Coasts, Morphological Impacts of Exceptional Storms on Beaches and Barriers. Please register for this talk. It is our last one of 2020, and let us know if you've been enjoying the webinar series. It's been great to see audiences from all around the world join in every single week to the webinar series. If this is something that you would like to see continued into 2021, please let us know. We would love to have a lineup of speakers already so that we can have a program ready to release when we start the webinar series in 2021. And before I get to my conversations in this week's episode, I would just like to do a quick reminder. The British Geological Survey about seabed and lake bed drilling is closing on the 31st of August. In a previous Masts Cast, I chatted to Oliver Pepe, the head of marine operations, about this. And if you would like to watch that episode, a link is appearing right there. And please check out the link that is below this video if you are a researcher or scientist who do this kind of research, drilling into seabeds or lake beds at below 1 meter in depth. Finally, my chat with Professor Sheila Heymans, who is the Executive Director of the European Marine Board and used to be the Head of Science within SAMS. The European Marine Board have just started their latest webinar series, which is happening on the third Thursday of every month, hence the title. And I wanted to ask Sheila what led to this webinar series and what are they going to be looking at?
Hi, Hannah. It's really nice to chat to you. Yes, indeed. We had our very first third Thursday webinar, science webinar today. And we basically created these because our documents, for those of you who don't know, if you go to the Marine Board website, you'll see we create documents that are really policy focused. So they're created in human speak so that the average person could understand them. But of course, they're based on science. So we really want to, with these webinars, showcase the science that goes into these. And, you know, a lot of the scientists who give their time to write these documents and have to, in a sense, you know, make them more understandable to policymakers, they still want to talk about the science. So this is basically a way for them to highlight the science that's gone into the documents. And as I said, the first one happened today, and it was great. Natalia Serpetti and Igor Chelik from OGS, Natalia is from SAMS in Scotland. They both did a great job describing the science that went into one part of the science that went into the document on modeling that we did. And yeah, we had some great questions and great discussion.
That's excellent. And you recorded that first webinar, so people who didn't know about these webinar series or just happened to miss it, they'll be able to find out on your YouTube channel, but you're also uploading them to the European Marine Board website as well. And that was all on the Future Science Brief 4 document on marine ecosystem modelling. So if people are interested in that topic, then they can check out that recording. But when can we expect the next webinars to be coming out?
So the next webinar is going to be, it's obviously the clue is in the name, third Thursday science. So it's basically the third Thursday of each month. So the next one is on Thursday, the 17th of September. And we'll always have them between 1 and 2 Brussels time. So I think that's 12 and 1 for you guys. So it's kind of a lunchtime seminar and you know, it'll be very varied. The one on the next month is basically by one of our ex-com members, so one of our sort of management members, Nanda Buro, who is a very well-known marine scientist, and he's going to be talking about the kind of cells of ecosystem functioning that is highlighted in our document, Navigating the Future 5. So really looking forward to that. Nando, anybody who knows Nando, he talks about it a lot, and it's a really interesting concept. So it's going to be a great talk.
Mm-hmm. And you've got the outlines of the topics for the next two sessions, the one in October and November. So October focusing in on submerged landscapes, and more information can be found on the Marine Board website for who will that be. And also in November, it is all on marine citizen science, a great topic, which is also outlined in the Navigating the Future 5 document that's mentioned right at the end. I remember that.
Yes, it is. It's mentioned there.
Yes. So where can people register to attend these events if they want to attend?
So the best way to do it is to go to our website. If you go to www.marineboard.eu/science -webinars, then you'll see the webinars that are there. And
it's really great to hear that you're making these documents even more digestible and actually in a way interactive by having the Q&A option with those people who are directly involved in that discipline and potentially that document as well. So I wish you the best of luck with the upcoming webinars, and we will include a link that people can check out and also use to register, and we'll also include a link to today's, or when we release this video, the 20th of August webinar, the very first one that people can check out and see what was discussed there. So thank you very much, Sheila.
My pleasure, and lovely to speak to you.
As discussed in my chat with Sheila,
you'll see the ones that
has already happened.
The ones that you can already register for there'll be a hyperlink for,
also
so
the
you can
European
have a look
Marine
at them.
Board website. So if you're interested in that, then please check out the video, and you'll be able to register for the next upcoming talks as well. That's everything from me this week, so stay safe and have a great weekend. About their most